Dr. Nick Araza, Santa Barbara Family Chiropractic. We're talking about how to sit safely. Okay, sitting safely. Sounds kind of silly, right? But New York Times, about almost 10 years ago, said that sitting is the new smoking. They didn't say that just for fun. Okay, so about 20 to 30 minutes of static, uninterrupted sitting posture is the equivalent of more or less a cigarette. Okay, just think about that for a second. How many today could you have possibly smoked, right? Flying across the country, it's a good 6 hours, 20 to 30 minutes, 12, half a pack, maybe a pack, depending on. I mean, it's brutal, right? The average American spends 30 years of their life in this posture, sitting. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 30 years. So we're going to have a discussion about how to make that posture safer, okay? But the number one thing to make it safest is to not do it or to do it less. Okay, about 10 to 20 minutes is what it takes for tissues to start to deform in your body. And you deform them long enough with enough repetition, you start to put pressure on the mechanical systems, changing how your body wears out. You put pressure on the electrical systems, affecting the tension into your spinal cord, reducing nerve conduction velocity, energy to the tissues, organ. We're talking about life. The difference between a longer, healthier, better lifespan and a shorter, sicker, worse one. Okay, so let's take a stand-up break at least every 20 minutes. And a stand-up break, remember, is this. Okay, 1 second. If you can do more, that's better, but at least one. Okay, reset the tissue to deformation. Okay, so now how to make this posture as best as possible. Okay, so the worst thing about this, now keep in mind different postural distortions need different things. So you would have had a conversation with one of our doctors about what your postural distortions are, and if we had to modify what I'm saying, so be it. But this is a general concept for most people. One of the worst reasons that sitting's hard on us is it rounds our low back. Okay, it also puts us slouched, and we have these electronic devices that have this magnetic pull in, right? So the further we go forward, the more stretch on our spinal cord, the more pressure on our discs and bones, osteoarthritis, disc degeneration, all of that. Okay, so starting from the ground up, we want to have our hips above our knees. Okay, so this is set up for Cami. She's considerably shorter than I am. So what I would do is get this higher. Take a wobbly thing, J-Fit pad here. And now my hips are higher than my knees. It'd be good to even go a little bit higher. I don't have anything in here. I can also drop my knees down like that. What that does is it allows for the lumbar curve to kick in, okay? And you'll also notice what that does to my heart. It lifts it, right? Because when we don't have this, it's easy to do this, okay? Where the low back gets rounded, the upper mid back goes flexed forward, putting pressure on all our internal organs, heart, digestive, all these types of acid reflexes, heart pressure, all these kinds of different things, these internal organ, even all the way down to uterine prolapse can be caused by this. Okay? Not to mention what it's doing to the spinal cord and reducing the energy flow there. So you want to prop yourself up higher, okay? You want to have that hip go forward, or you can sit at the front of your chair and drop your knees. Those are some options there. So that's the lumbar piece. If you have access to a chair like this, or actually we should start with this, so you can prop yourself up higher, you can get a lumbar support, okay, it should be elliptical in nature, so that means like this, you want to put that peak, should be about a 2-inch peak right there in the middle, right above your hips. Hips are here, right, so we're going to put that right centered just a hair above those hips. I can lean into that, and now I'm feeling good. This actually feels pretty nice. Heart's lifted, eyes are vertical. This is, or sorry, horizontal. So we've also got, for those CrossFitters out there, the Rogue ab mat. Turn that upside down. It serves pretty well as that too. I've got that in my car. I've also got one of these. We sell these in the office. I think they're like 15, 20 bucks, but they're awesome, and they will save you and let you heal faster. If you're in this position, you're damaging the disc. It's going to take longer to heal. So you want to be in this position. Either figure out with something that you can prop yourself up and keep this. This is awesome for the car. We're going to do a video on that too. Stay tuned, watch that one. But you want to have something also here, either or. The key is just to make sure that you've got torso, your lumbar curve is intact. Okay, sweatshirts work. You don't have to have anything fancy. Also, this chair here is great. Okay, I'll shift into this. Okay, the office chair. Okay, so now my knees are definitely below my hips, and it's got about a 2-inch, 5 centimeter lumbar support built in. Okay, and it also allows some recline. Isn't that nice? So, but wait a second, is recline good? Actually, for your lumbar, if you're trying to heal your lumbar spine, research shows that about a, let's see, 30 degrees back, so 120 degree angle, like pretty much what I'm doing right now, is the least force on the low back with some lumbar support of about 2 inches at that L3 above the hips. Also, having armrests takes pressure off the low back. If you go back further than this, you know, obviously flat is pretty zero impact on the low back, unless you're, you know, but either ways. So, but you see what my neck has to do to look at that computer screen. It starts to create this angle here, putting stress here. So, vertical is ideal, but we can have this up to about 120 degrees or 30 degrees past vertical to take pressure off that low back. Now let's talk about our body position as it relates to the computer, okay, because this is also very important to not affect your neck and shoulders. You want to have your monitor eye level or above, okay? You have this curve, this beautiful curve system in your neck, and if we're like this, it's going to support it. If we're down like this, it's going to ruin it, okay? So this is too short for me. It's perfect for Cami. You can elevate it on a book, something fancy like a cardboard box, or they have elevating discs that can move up and down and all kinds of stuff. Excuse me. Your hands and your body to this desk, I'm just going to illustrate. You also want to be close, okay? This stuff should be close to your body. You don't want to have it out like this with your arms up like this. You're going to start to get irritation to the nerves through into the shoulders, down into the hands and the wrist. A lot of carpal tunnel issues start in the neck, okay? So you want to bring everything close to the body. Mouse tends to pull us out here, and we're doing this for like 6 hours, and we're like, man, my elbow's killing me, and my neck, and I don't know what's going on. It's this, okay? These muscles were not designed to hold your arm out like this for 6 or 8 hours a day. Just weren't designed for that, okay? So you want to bring it close to the body. 90 degrees is key right there. So if I was doing this, you wouldn't be able to see me. You'd be over here like this. Everything's close like this. I would need to be a little bit higher for this, so we're going to have to talk about that with Cami. But this is where we want to be. You can see that. And this mouse should be right. Actually, but down here would be ideal for me in this posture here, about that height. If we're going up here, I'm going to start lifting my shoulder. Okay, mixing it up, going left, going right, trying those things out, stimulate the mind. Okay, computer screen up. Let's see if we can handle it all. One more thing. The more unstable the surface that you sit on, the more stability your core has to be. So things like wobbly boards, this is a J-Fit, I don't know where you get it, those exercise balls, those things really help to increase the core strength. Okay, you still want to maintain a good posture because you can do bad posture on those things too, but they're less stable, so you have to work harder, and that actually helps your body stay stronger. Other things you can also do is movement's life, right? So mix it up. Do this for a little while, do this for a little while, but the majority of that posture needs to have that lumbar lordosis, but more movement is better, okay? So this stuff makes a huge impact in your overall life and your healing potential. If you don't make these changes, even subtle things like going up 2 to 3 inches can make a huge impact on how quickly your neck heals, as well as how quickly it comes back if you don't make these changes, if you're doing this kind of stuff. And this is about preserving and protecting the future, your freedom. Health is freedom, and these things impact that and your ability to maintain the work that you do here. So you want to make these changes. Also, we have a resource for you to take a picture on your phone and email that to support@sb-fc.com. There's a little diagram on how to do that, but really it's pretty simple. Email that to us. We'll make some notes so we can make some changes together so you know exactly how to do that the safest way possible. So make the change, look at the video, see if you need to tweak anything else. This was a lot of content, but it's really important. Okay? Health is freedom. Get after it.